Welcome back, everyone. It is Sunday sit-down time. You can obviously tell we're on location. I don't have to introduce the man next to me, Eli. Thanks for taking some time to chat with us before everything gets crazy, right?
Yeah, it's always good to be back with you all and make sure I'm connecting with our fans here in the local Columbia area.
Right before we sat down here, we were talking about SEC Media Days. Does it kind of feel like that's what everything kind of blows up for you guys? You hit SEC Media Days in Dallas, and then you're running from there.
Yeah, that's when summer ends. Just got back from vacation, and now you're right into the fire of SEC Media Days, and then you've got a week there to kind of prepare for fall camp. And we report July 28th, move into the dorms for a week with the team, and start our journey for this year's team.
How fun is SEC Media Days from a coach and a player perspective? From a media member, it's always very fun, but it seems like you guys had a lot of fun out there.
It can be both. I've had great experiences and times there, and then I look back on some of the comments I've made and say, oof, man, I wish I would have done that a little bit differently. So it's both. I think you gotta be careful in what kind of self-created issues you kind of make, but you also want to make sure you brag about your team and make sure that your guys know you're proud of the work they've put in.
Well, obviously, we know we're going to see Brady, Luther, and Christian down there. Kind of talk about maybe your decision to bring those guys, and how excited are you to see them kind of on that stage, I guess?
Yeah, well, obviously, Brady and Christian have been outstanding leaders for our football team in respective sides of the ball. They've both been two-year starters, and Luther, obviously, with all the excitement that he's created and buzz that he's created for his performance on the field. I think his transformation off the field and developing that leadership role, developing that workout mentality, and obviously, I think the fans all want to hear from him. Hopefully, we'll have him prepared so he doesn't say anything too off the wall. But those guys have earned the opportunity to go speak for our team.
Talking about Luther and the momentum that you guys are having as a program right now, when you look, obviously there's so many people that make an impact here, but the impact of one kid like that staying home and deciding to go to his university in his home state, what kind of difference has he made over the years?
Yeah, I think you kind of hit it on the head. I think his decision to come to the University of Missouri made it okay for all these other great recruits to do it too. And not only did that decision, but the way that he has embraced his role at the University of Missouri, the way he's worked, and the production that he's had on the field, I think all those combinations have led to his success and our success.
Talking about his connection with Brady, obviously, I feel like that's grown so much over the years. What kind of progress have you seen from Brady? And obviously, it was great to see him get that support that he deserves last year.
Yeah. We've gone from, with Luther, I kid him, we've gone from taking all of our stuff down on social media after the Auburn game to now coming up with our own TikTok dances with him and Brady. So it's been a transformation. It's been a growth process. I think everybody realizes, we all want it to be exactly where we want it at the end when we first get here, but it takes some time. It takes some work. We've said this a lot during spring. Little by little, little becomes a lot, and that's kind of the journey that both Brady and Luther have been on. Is they came in and put in a lot of work, and little by little, every day, they've gotten a little bit better, and now you look up and they're two of the best players in the country.
Obviously, spring kind of hits the reset, I guess, from the Cotton Bowl and all that stuff from last season. But how do you kind of build on that momentum with obviously not reflecting on it too much, right?
Yeah, we've talked a lot with this team that last year was last year, and we don't have the same leadership and toughness that was demonstrated on a daily basis by Cody Schrader and the coachability of Darius Robinson and the elite performance of Chris Abrams-Drain and J.C. Carlisle and Ennis Rakestraw and Harrison Mevis and Javon Foster and Xavier Delgado. So we got to replace a lot of really good players. I think the confidence that we draw from is that our preparation works, that our process that we have, building an elite edge with Coach Russell in the weight room, the decks, the OTAs that we do in June, prepare us for the success that we want to have in the fall. But what we have to build is that camaraderie. We have to build that execution mentality. We have to build that toughness that it's going to take to win in the fourth quarter. And those things are not built through talk. They're built through action and hard work. And we've put in a lot of the hard work, but we got to continue to do that in the fall camp.
I know a lot of folks are excited about this offense this year. Obviously, you have a lot of depth in that wide receiver room, and you have Brady coming back. What are you excited about with this offense this year? It seems like you have a lot of good guys coming back.
I'm excited about the growth that the offensive line can take. I'm excited about who's going to establish themselves as the running back. I'm excited about our ability to push the ball vertically down the field. And you know, last year we did not turn the ball over very much. And so in order for us to continue to succeed offensively, we've got to maintain the ability to not turn the ball over. We've got to improve in red zone scoring. We've got to improve in third down percentages. And so with this group of guys, yeah, we've got a lot of experience, we've got a lot of playmakers, but we've got to execute at a high level in those situations if we really want to make that next jump.
You know, I liked hearing about Marcus and Nate in spring camp. I think you called them like the thunder and lightning duo a little bit. You know, what did you get to see from them? Obviously, I know it's a limited look in spring, but what did you get to see from them?
Well, I think Nate's got a really good feel and expertise for running the outside zone. Obviously, coming from a place like Appalachian State, who runs a very similar style of run game that we do, you can just tell he's got the reps and understanding and fits in good with our offensive line. You know, Marcus is a big back, physical back, and we didn't do any live, so his best football for us is in front of him. I'm looking forward to what he's going to do in fall camp for us. And Kewan Lacey's here, has done a really nice job understanding the offense. I also think T-Man has had his best offseason. Jamal Roberts is doing a lot of the things that we really need to see him in order to be successful. So it's still going to be an open competition, and all 5 of those guys are going to need to be at their best in order to win it.
Well, obviously, I had a new face come in this offseason. How's it been working with Corey Batoon? I know you guys obviously had a little bit of time off here, but, you know, in spring, how is it getting to work with him for the first time?
Yeah, I think Corey's done an excellent job of understanding what the DNA of our defense is and understanding what we believe in as far as what death row is, but then finding ways that we can improve. And that's really the name of the game at the college football is how do you get better? You know, what are the things that kept us from being the best that we could be? Obviously, we did a really good job of creating pressure on the quarterback, creating turnovers, but how do we improve in man-to-man coverage? What are some different looks that we can present offenses? And you know, Corey's, I think, done a really good job of developing relationships within the defensive staff, integrating Brian Early as the edge coach, surrounding us with new ideas and saying, let's take this defense to a different level.
What do you like about the leadership you have returning on that defense? Obviously got to learn from guys like D-Rob as well.
Yeah, obviously you got Christian Williams, you got Chuck Hicks, you got Tristan, you've got Joseph Charleston, you got Dalen Carnell. You know, Chris Norwood played a ton. Johnny Walker was Cotton Bowl MVP. So there's a lot of guys who understand what the expectations are for this side of the football. And then you've got guys who are going to come in and play that have played a lot at other places. And so it's about this group of death row defense figuring out what their identity is going to be, how hard they're going to play for each other, and how do we constantly improve.
Well, you know, the fun thing of this offseason has been the upcoming renovations, seeing all that stuff that's going to happen to the north end zone. What does this momentum kind of feel like for you, you know, as the head football coach, seeing all the new things that are coming, kind of the momentum surrounding Mizzou right now?
Honestly, it takes me back to when I interviewed for this job and I asked for a commitment from the administration on if we really want to get to some place we've never been, we've got to be willing to do things we've never done. And whether you're talking about building the brand new indoor facility, redoing the grass practice fields, and now the renovation of the north end zone, I think it's all coming together, but there's still more work to do, and that's the challenge to the fans. You know, we're recruiting at a really high level, and the board has put a vision in place for us to build this north end zone, but we need them. We need them to, whether you're a local business or find ways to advertise, if you can afford season tickets, if not, buy a group of tickets. We've got great momentum, but we got to continue that. You know, we sold out our last 5 games, but that doesn't mean anything if we don't sell out the first game of the season. And that's what we really do. That's what we need to do. That's what I'm challenging our fans is, I know it's on a Thursday night, but we need everybody there. We need Fairfield rocking. We need the country to understand that we were not a flash in the pan, but this is something that's built to be sustained.
How do you feel like from when you first took this job until now, things have kind of changed and molded for you? I know that's a pretty overarching question. Yeah. A lot of things have changed, but, you know, even from a fan perspective and you seeing the buy-in and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of put out a couple of tweets, if you build it, they will come. We just knew that building it was going to take some time. And I give a lot of credit to Coach Russell and the rest of this staff for believing and buying into our vision and working towards it every single day. And the fan base for giving us the time that it takes in order to build it. But in order to be built to last, you got to continue to sustain it. I think we've got the talent in place to sustain it. but we can't take anything for granted. We've got to approach it a day at a time and continue to build that build on the foundation that was laid last year.
Well, jumping back to SEC Media Days, I'm sure the hot topic, I'm sure you know what it is going to be the joining of Texas and Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What do you think about, them joining, and obviously you're going to get to face one of them this year?
Yeah, I mean, two iconic programs, two blue bloods of college football, two teams that have a history of championships, and so obviously they have a standard to which their fan base and their programs expect, and we all have a standard and expectation of what we expect within the SEC. So it'll be great competition. I think competition is a great thing. Really good players, really good coaches, and we'll have our hands full whenever that is that we get a chance to play them.
The new format for the college football playoff coming up as well, what kind of opportunity, not just for Mizzou, but for schools around the country, do you feel like that kind of opens up?
Yeah, I think the new playoff format, along with the SEC new format, that it really comes down to every team running their own race. And we talk a lot about being 1-0, but that's really what it's going to come down to. Each week finding a way to be 1-0, and after 12 weeks, you take your record and you put it up and see where it ends up. You can't really get caught up in watching anybody else. You got to be focused on what you can control. And we've got everybody says, oh, we got an easy schedule. It's the 29th ranked, toughest ranked schedule in the country. So there's a lot of teams that don't want our schedule. And we've got a unique challenge ahead of us, and we got to focus on the things that we can control, which is the teams that we play and trying to be 1-0 each week.
Well, the SEC is a tough schedule every week. Obviously, we know that,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and I think that's the reality of it is every week you're playing NFL players, and everybody's got somebody on their team that can single-handedly disrupt a game. And really take the game over. And so that's what makes the SEC so unique and so challenging.
What do the next few weeks, I guess, look like? Obviously, we have SEC Media Days coming up right here, but then you're hitting fall camp.
Yeah, really that's what it comes down to. SEC Media Days, and then our players will get a week off prior to fall camp. As a coaching staff, we'll be preparing, being frantic about the details of what each practice is going to look like. What do we have to accomplish? What is everybody's role on the team? Who do we need to define roles for? And then show up on Sunday the 28th and move into the dorms and start that process of building a cohesive unit and bringing that just us mentality to our program.
Well, I appreciate you making some time for us before it all blows up for you a bit.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you having me on and MIZ.
Awesome. For the rest of you guys, we'll be right back after the break.